Good evening, Harry. How you doing?
I'm alright, Mark. How you doing?
Not bad. Welcome to another episode of the Notts and Bolts and Top of the Podcast. I can't even speak already. We're only just into it. And so let's touch a bit on the words are going already. You know what? Speak normally before we go live, and then that's it. It all goes to pot.
Happens every week,
So,
don't it, Mark?
yeah, every week. Always mess up the intro. Need to get somebody else in to do the intro. So, the Crawley Town game, we'll touch on that a bit. It was a good performance.
Yeah.
And Chatter's goal didn't get enough credit because that's a difficult one to score as well.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not getting much, are we, on this? The referee weren't bad in that game.
No, I thought iffy, but
He's one of the better ones we've had this season.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think Jata's goal. I mean, from that angle, you don't normally score from there, but it was a good goal. I think it was a good work getting the ball in that angle as well, in that position for him to score. And I think the keeper should have done a bit better. He shouldn't get beat by his near post, but it was a good finish.
I thought it went through his legs, the goalkeeper's legs, actually.
Well, from my angle, it looked like it went.
Oh well, I might
post,
be.
But, yeah.
I might have been like just seeing it wrong. Right, so moving on, we got Crewe on Saturday. 12:30 kickoff. No one likes an 12:30 kickoff.
Absolutely not. No.
Especially
waking up early on a Saturday.
Well.
Yeah. Waking up on a Saturday.
So it's a thingy. So Crewe on Saturday, 12:30.
Yeah.
The Moonflake Stadium or whatever they want to call it is going to be the Moonflake, Cornflake, whatever we call it. Yeah. I don't mind. It's one of them nights, isn't it, where we just butcher the names.
Yeah.
County are in the better form of the both sides, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think we haven't beaten since 2018.
Yeah, and we won.
They've lost 4 out of 5, haven't they?
Yeah, so looking on it, it says the last time we beat them was in 2018. I think that was League 1 or 2. Won 2-1, and then we won 3 out of 4, so yeah. And then Crewe's only won 1, and that was in the Virtue Trophy when they beat Chesterfield 7-1.
Apart from that, I think they've drawn in the league, haven't they? And then they lost the other 4.
Yeah, Colchester won 1, Swindon they lost 3-0, Barnet they lost 2-1, and then they lost to Barrow 1-0 last Saturday.
So form-wise, County were in a bit better form. But remember last season's game against Crewe at Meadow Lane?
Home, yeah.
I was saying this earlier, and how did we not get a penalty in that game? That was a 12:30 live Sky game as well.
Yeah.
It was a miserable. If I remember, it was miserable. It was dull. Maybe a bit of rain as well, but Whittaker went through. Goalkeeper brought him down. Whether the way he fell didn't help his cause, but the Jarvis one, 100% penalty.
Absolutely. And we used Maynard's famous quote. It was like a rugby tackle.
Yeah, but you get pulled down in rugby, not like an elbow straight to the net.
Well, I don't know. That's what he said, so...
I'm sure Maynard watched some different games to what everybody else watched.
Well, yeah, I think so.
So, who's the referee this week, then?
Well, I don't know if he's ex-Premier League, but Paul Tierney. You might recognise his name.
Yeah. Mr. Tierney.
Has
he refereed in the Premier League this season then?
Let me have a look. He's refereed Manchester United versus Arsenal, and Arsenal won 1-0. So yeah, he has.
So he's coming down to the lower leagues. I'll give my opinion on Premier League referees dropping down.
He's already refereed a game this season, Oldham versus Cheltenham. I don't know the score on that. He gave out 3 yellow cards in that game. I think 3 for Cheltenham, 0 for Oldham, and then he's had over 183 appearances in the Premier League, given out 627 yellow cards and 19 red cards. In the Championship, he has had 76 appearances with 273 yellow cards and 15 reds. In the League Cup, he has had 2 appearances, 4 yellow cards and 1 red card. In the Europa League, he has had 2 appearances, 6 yellow cards and 0 red cards. And in the World Cup qualifiers, he's had 1 appearances, 2 yellow cards, 0 reds. And in League Two, he has 1 appearance, 3 yellows and 0 reds.
So being in Crewe on a Saturday for an half-12 kickoff, he's well down the pecking order then.
Yeah, he is.
But I can always remember Mike Riley, and I'm sure it was Boston at home, where Mike Riley was the referee, and the goal. It might not have been Boston. You know what I mean? I am getting on a bit, memory. Goalkeeper outside the box handles the ball, and he didn't even yellow card him. He didn't even send him off. And I always get this impression that when Premier League referees drop down to the Premier League, drop down to the leagues too, it's like they feel like it's beneath them. I see a worse performance when they drop down to like League Two, in my opinion.
Yeah, because he's gone from refereeing I'd say Manchester United aren't really that good anymore, or on recent form anyway, and Arsenal, to referee Crewe versus Notts at 12:30. So that is a big difference, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big difference. And I would imagine the refereeing rooms in the lower leagues are probably way worse than like they are in the Premier League.
Yeah.
It'd be like going from a 5-star hotel right down to a -5-star hotel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably bad.
Anyway, we're giving the referee too much talk. If we're going to give him any talk, we'll give it on rant or not, you know what I mean? Whether it's Saturday or Sunday. It is penciled in for Saturday at the moment. Now, with us performing so well last Saturday, would you start at Crewe the same starting 11 what started against Crawley?
I think I'll put Norburn back into the team for Robertson. I know he did score that goal. It was a great goal on Saturday, but I don't. It's hard, isn't it? I mean,
I thought with Robinson in the midfield next to Palmer, I thought we played better. I thought the midfield was more solid.
Yeah.
And I'd leave like All and Luca on the bench for impact in the second half. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When a lot more of the Crewe players are going to be a bit more tireder and everything else. So that's my opinion on that.
Well, I've searched up the predictive lineups for both teams. I'll start with Notts because I know the names pretty well, so I'm not going to butcher any. So it says Calarus, Jacob Bedu, Sonny Al Jaffrey, Lewis Macari, Nick Cerula, Matt Palmer, Scott Robertson, Jody Jones, Tom Iapenda, Matt Dennis, and Alassane Jata.
Yep.
And then for Crewe, I'm going to go by last names because it just says their first letter of their first name. So if I butcher any names, don't shoot me or don't do anything. I'm not good at names. Is it Booth, Hutchinson, Dimitru, Golding, Bellington, Thomas, Sanders, Rankins? Is it Augustus or whatever, isn't it? Agius. I don't know how you say that.
Yeah, but the thing is with Crewe that they had that really good start, didn't they? Where they won that 4 in a row, and they sort of fell off since then.
Yeah, because I think they won 4 and they didn't. I mean, and also they've lost. I think is it 3 with 1 draw, and obviously then beating Chesterfield 7-1 in a Mickey Mouse competition that no one likes.
So they won the first 4 that was top, and then now they're down after 9 games, and 5 games on from that. They're in 12th place. So you look at towards the bottom of the table, you've got Cheltenham. They look like, unless something changes really, really quick, it's a difficult one. You can't. There's still time for it. It's early days, isn't it? They're on 4 points. Then you got Shrewsbury, Newport, Crawley, Colchester, Barrow, Accrington, Tranmere, Harrogate, Fleetwood. MK Dons have surprised me. And then you got Barnet, then Crewe, then Oldham, then Bristol Rovers, Cambridge, Bromley, Notts County, Grimsby Town, Chesterfield, Swindon, Walsall, Salford City, and then you got Gillingham, still unbeaten this season, going for 22 this weekend. They've opened that was the away stand, haven't they? The reduced tickets.
I think I saw something earlier before I came on this. I think they sold out that stand, and then I think it's their stand on the side or behind the goal. So they sold out 2 stands already. I mean, it is £5 a ticket, so why wouldn't you not stand out?
Morgan was right. This is a Notts County podcast. We don't talk about Evening Jack. How you doing? We don't talk about Forest on here. But you know what I got? You know what I got? I'll tell you, Jack, what I got. Right, in 2 different packs, right? In 2 different packs. We got Gareth Bale, Chrome King. That's that one in that one. I'll put that there. And so no one will say that I'm showing the same card. You know how it is. And I'll put them side by side.
Yeah. I believe you.
In 2 packs.
Wow. That's crazy.
It is. So let's move on to this weekend fixtures then. Accrington Stanley.
Saying Cheltenham still hasn't got a manager yet, haven't
they? You know the director of football, didn't you see it? I forgot his name. I seen it on X last night. So the person that sacked as the manager of football, I think it was about a month ago, is now come back to manage him. I forgot what his name is. I think it's Paul Jones. I don't know why that's
Paul Jones.
I think it's Paul Jones. He was their
might be
director of football, and he's gone back to manage. He's in his 70s or something. From what I was making of the article. Yeah. If you're a Cheltenham Town fan, let me know. But I'm sure it is Paul Jones.
It's a bit weird. Why would you go back to someone that he sacked? That's a bit weird.
Why did I move that like that? Made it smaller. No, I don't know. Let's make it a bit bigger. We're editing on the fly. So we've got Accrington Stanley Walsall. This is going to be Aki beat MK Dons last weekend.
Yep.
Walsall beat... Who did Walsall beat last week?
Did they draw to Chesterfield 1-1, or was that the week before that?
Who did... Walsall had a good win. It was against...
No, Walsall... It was against Tranmere. They won 4-2 against Tranmere, I think.
Yeah, they beat Tranmere. They got Bristol Rovers, who are in decent form. Salford. That's going to be a good game. That's going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
And then you got Chesterfield, Newport. Then Crawley, Barrow. That's like a relegation battle. That's like a relegation battle thing already, isn't
it? Yeah.
And then you've got Crewe Alexander, that small team, versus the massive Notts County. Then you got half 12 kickoff. Fleetwood against Colchester. That's going to be an interesting one. Colchester not doing that well. Fleetwood.
Near the bottom. They're
doing a bit better. Grimsby Cheltenham, I think. New manager bounce. Cheltenham might pull an upset there. Oldham Barnet, the battle of the promoted sides from the National League.
That's half 12, I think. Yeah.
Then you've got Shrewsbury Town MK Dons. Will Shrewsbury Town pick up another win? Because they've got one under the belt. Could we see the bottom two sides winning this weekend?
Oh.
Then you got Swindon Town Bromley. That's got to be some sort of near enough of a derby, sort of like.
Yeah, derby.
Yeah, Southern derby.
I think so.
And then you got Tranmere against Cambridge as well.
Or Tranmere bounced back from their heavy defeat on Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, Tranmere started off really well, didn't they? And then when we played them, I think they sort of fell to bits after that, after we played them.
Yeah, because I think they were unbeaten, weren't they? Were they top of the league when we played them before?
No, I don't think they was top of the league. They were sort of like
no, I think they're like unbeaten, and then we're beaten, and then I see them after that just falling into pieces. I think they're looking at the table, they're 17th.
So they had that good start.
Yeah.
There's nothing on their official X account. No, go and check. All right. Well, something I was reading yesterday, last night. I could have dreamed it, you know. I could have dreamed it. It could have been a dream, you know what I mean? Now, if I'm dreaming about Cheltenham Town's new manager, right, then I have serious issues, I'm telling you.
Yeah, there's something wrong with you.
So we do some score predictions. We started off. Should we start at the bottom? Tranmere versus Cambridge.
I think Cambridge are on good form, aren't they? Sitting in 9th. 2-1 win for the Cambridge.
I'm going to go a 3-2 Cambridge. Then Swindon Bromley.
3-1 Swindon.
I'm going to say 2-2. A Jack Scott 2-0 Cambridge. A Shrewsbury Town MK Dons.
Shrewsbury 2, MK Dons 1. I'm going to go for upset.
I'm going to go the same, but with an MK Dons red card. They seem to be picking a lot of red cards up.
Yeah.
Oldham Barnet. Jack's gone 3-1 Swindon.
Oldham Barnet. The battle of the promotion sides.
Jack's gone 4-1 MK Dons.
I'm going to go 2-2.
I'm going to go a 3-2 Oldham.
What, last minute winner?
Yeah. Then we've got this small club in this small town rocking it in the Carabao Cup. The only League 2 team. The only League 2
still
team
in it.
is still in it.
What's the small team in Skegness?
Wow.
Or Lincoln. Is it Lincoln? Small team in Lincoln? Whatever. Lincolnshire.
I'm going to go 2-1 Cheltenham Town.
Yeah, I'm going to go the same 2-1 Cheltenham.
Then we've got Gillingham Harrogate.
I'm going to go for... I think Gillingham was going to get their first loss. So I'm going to go Harrogate. I think it'll be a bit cagey, but I do think Harrogate will win 1-0.
Jack's gone 2-1 Grimsby. I'm going to go 1-0 Harrogate. I just feel that...
So you're going to say?
Yeah. A Fleetwood Colchester, I think that's going to be a 2-2 draw.
I think Colchester needs a win, I think. I think they're going to get it. And again, I think it's going to be cagey, but I can see more goals from Colchester. I'm going to go 2-1 Colchester.
Then we've got a small match at half 12. Crewe Alexander versus the mighty Notts County. I'm going to go, right, 4-1 to Notts County. A Jatta hat-trick and
wow.
a Macari screamer.
Wow. I'm not going to go that high, but I think Notts will win 2-0. 2-0 Notts.
I got my brain got confused. I was looking at my phone. Then you got Crawley Town, Barrow. I think this is going to be a shocker. Jack's gone 3-1 Notts.
Yeah, I think obviously Barrow only scraping the 1-0 win against Fleetwood. I don't know how well they played though, so. But yeah, I think it's going to be a stinker of a game. It's going to be a boring 0-0. It's going to be 0-0.
I mean, goal-wise, they've let in... So Barrow has scored 7 and Colchester scored 8. Barrow's let in 11. Colchester's let in 10. It could be a goal fest.
It's Crawley Town, not Colchester.
All right, Crawley Town. All right. No, because it gets worse. They've scored 50. They've only scored 7 and let in 15. So, yeah. I did it again, didn't I? You know what I mean? There's too many sides beginning with C in League 2.
It's all right, Mark. I know.
There's too many sides beginning with C in League 2. So
there's another one coming up.
We've got Chesterfield versus Newport.
I'm going to go 2-1 Chesterfield.
You know what? I'm going the opposite way. I'm going 2-1 Newport.
Oh, interesting.
I just think that this weekend, there's quite a few out of the bottom 4 are going to pick up points.
Interesting.
Then we've got Bristol Rovers and Salford City. I'm going 1-1.
I'm going to... I don't... I think Salford will win this one 2-1.
And finally, we've got Ake versus...
Who are they?
Exactly. Walsall. See, I'm torn with this one. I'm really torn with this one because I was thinking it's a really, really tight ground, isn't it? Ake's ground.
Small pitch.
Players are right near... fans are right next to the touchline.
Camera angle is shocking.
I'm going to say there's going to be a flourish. There's going to be 2 red cards. And I think it's going to be 2-1 Ake.
I don't...
As red cards go, I think both sides will get a red card, but Walsall will get one first.
Accrington versus Walsall. I think, you know what? You remember Accrington versus Tranmere, 3-3? It's going to be 3-3 again. I think it's going to be 3-3.
Okay, so you're going for 3-3.
Yeah.
Let's skip. We're going to skip now. Are we going there? No, we're not going there. We'll go back here. So, right. You're not going to, well, you may be or not, depending whether the fans forum. Now, there's a bit of, the owners got a bit of stick because, oh, well, it's by application and some people don't like that. And then pre-thinking questions, but they're going to use the pre-submitted questions before, and then they're going to go to the floor afterwards.
Yeah.
So I can't see the problem with that. It's one of them things at the minute when things aren't rosy in the Notts County kitchen or garden. The fans are picking on virtually anything to pick up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you got more chance. Okay, you pre-submit a question, it might not get asked, but you could be there and then walking around and you putting your hand up, or you still might not get to answer your question. You know what I mean? Ask your question. So I don't know. I think everybody's nitpicking. Like I said earlier, football fans are fickle. And we switch from being happy little souls in our happy little, like, seat in the stands to being miserable and negative the following week. It takes one defeat and then everything goes out the window. Or too bad a run of 2 games and then everything's bad again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think this is the safest way we can talk about a loss is a podcast, because we can just talk anything, really, can't we?
Yeah.
The safest.
The safest place, but there's always going to be somebody who sees it and says, "Oh my God, what did you say that for?" You know what I mean?
I know.
It's like a football is opinion based, but not a lot of people don't like your opinion.
Yeah, especially at Notts. Especially all those negative ones as well.
Yeah, but you can't. Yeah, but some of the figures, you can't be happy with the team all the time. If the team aren't playing very well, you should be able to say the team aren't. Yeah, you're allowed to.
Yeah.
But it's like you've got to pay your money and sit there like you do at Wimbledon or somewhere where, you know what I mean, like one of these stiffer upper lip sort of things that you can't say and you just like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that.
Yeah.
But you pay your money, you're entitled to your opinion, as long as you're not particularly going after one particular player or after the figure, or you say all kind of things about them, then as long as you're keeping level-headed and being from an unbiased perspective, and you know what I mean?
You should have the opinion to speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the supporters, obviously, they know better so they go week in, week out, so they know what they're not watching. So if it's bad, they should rise up and say it is bad. Because why would we watch, for example, Wimbledon, that game in the league again? Why should we?
Yeah, but the thing is like last season, Ara, when both times we went to Wimbledon in the league, other fans they weren't happy, but then you had other fans having a go at fans for not being happy. Yeah. When we lost 2-0 in the league, and then when we lost in the playoffs, there were still fans arguing with each other. It's like it's like you're not allowed to have any opinion on anything. You know what I mean?
It's the happy clappers, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but then they say, well, the other side are the bedwetters or whatever they want to call, you know what I mean? Because you see it. And is one side righter than the other? No. It depends who clings on to one side. But you can guarantee off them people who are saying, oh, well, you shouldn't criticise the team, you shouldn't boo the team and everything else. You guarantee behind closed doors and when they're not writing on social media, they're criticising the team. Yeah. You can guarantee that. 100%.
Yeah, because if I remember right, me and you were both saying that there was more passion in the fan base than there was on the pitch at Wimbledon game when the fight's going off.
Yeah, because the thing is, you pay your money, and it's like we said last time, it's not cheap no more to go to home and away games.
No,
but then that becomes a classist thing where, oh well, you're not entitled to opinion because you only go to home games, and I go to all. It's like, well, because a person goes to an away game, then that gives you a bigger opinion. No, it don't. Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
See, even if you're watching at home and watching it there, you're still watching the same thing.
Exactly. And
so
no one's better than anybody else. How you support that club. But some people think they have their own whatever thing is, and then they think they can imprint that on everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, if you support a club, you support the club. If you only can afford to go to home games and you only can afford to go to one, why should you be criticised to that? If you're a season ticket holder at home, why should you be criticised for just going to home games? Remember, football isn't free. Travel isn't free. No. Life isn't free. No. You know what I mean?
No. So,
but people get on this moral high ground. Are like, oh well, I'm more of a supporter than this person because And
I've been to more away games or something.
My opinion's worth more than yours because, yeah.
Because I've been to more away games or whatever it is that the excuses or whatever.
Yeah, but the thing is, people have different priorities, don't they? Some people have got families and everything else.
Yeah.
People have bills.
Yeah.
They have loads of different reasons. They have work and everything else.
Jobs.
Can't make it.
Yeah.
Jobs.
Work. Yeah.
And you've got like a class within a class of fans now. Where it's like there's no sort of like equal fan now. You know what I mean? In my basis.
And also, some people can't go. It's like, for example, Port Vale last season. It was supposed to be on a Saturday, but it got moved to a Thursday night. Some people can't go to games on Thursday nights.
But it's like Bradford got moved into it.
Yeah.
To a Thursday night. And there was a lot of fans there. I've never pulled up another county fan or said, "Oh, well, you're less than a county fan because you don't go to away games." Because it's a personal choice, isn't it?
It's also like age as well. It's like, oh, I'm older than you, so I'm more of a fan than you, or something. Or you're younger, so why? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but in that like sort of like, I've seen county in the old First Division before it came the Premier League, right? So, but does that make me more of a fan? I've been on this earth longer than a lot of the younger fans, so obviously I'm going to see more games and see Notts when there was playing in that era. But it don't make me any more of a fan, nor does it with somebody going and buying everything out of the club shop. It don't make them any more of a fan or anything else. A fan is a fan is a fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So no one should get criticised.
But that's what happens, and it's the same with like on Twitter or Saturday night where the MK Dons fans are having to go. Accrington fans, they're not paying their travel, they're not paying their tickets into the ground.
No.
They say why have a go at another team for? How many fans was actually there?
I don't understand why MK Dons are having to go out there. Because how many fans actually go to their home games? Because they don't sell it out, do they?
No, but the point is, no one should criticise away fans for not wanting to go. You know what I mean? Or travel a long distance. It's not the home supporters' money that paying for them to travel there, is it? It's their own money.
No. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really gets me with these, like, especially on like
Twitter,
TikTok and Twitter and everything else. You know, the empty seat brigade.
Yeah.
How many empty seats have you got? Or how many fans was there? If any 3 people turn up to an away game, right? Give them all the credit in the world because they made that effort. If their side goes and wins, they're the only 3 people who could say they was in that ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But people have different priorities and the way they spend their money, and people have different financial backgrounds and financial worth.
Yeah.
So,
and say it's a lot more easier to just turn around and say I'm not going and watch it on Sky Sports or whatever you watch it than actually going, because it's a lot easier to just stay at home and watch it.
But that don't make a person a worse fan or a better fan or less of a fan and everything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, right, shall we slot that up all together now and say, unless you got anything else to talk about?
I mean, I just hope for hopefully a better away performance than Gillingham, and also let's hope we can have more than one shot on target.
But I feel confident. County are going to win 4-1. Jack is going to get an hat trick. He's going to be flying. Dennis is going to come off the bench and score the 4th. The Pies are going to be flying high, and all the travelling away fans are going to be coming back
in full voice.
In full voice and happy as Larry. One last thing. Have you seen it's on BBC iPlayer, and it's called the Financial Shame, the story of the V11, and this is going back to like footballers in the 80s and 90s, and Craig Short, Tommy Johnson, there's Danny Murphy on there as well, a lot of them, where they was given really bad financial advice, and they've all lost a load of money. It's a really good documentary. I watched it this morning. It's on BBC iPlayer. Go and watch it. It's really interesting.
Cheers for that information.
Yes,
Mark.
John, as well. For pensioners, the cost of away travel can be... it can.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Away travel costs a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like, if you go... Like, say we're going to Crewe. Take, for instance, you're going on the club transport. We're not talking about train. I think the train's more expensive than that anyway. So just with the club, for your ticket, for me, and £32 for the travel, so you're already at £60.
And obviously you got the food as well when you get to the ground.
You got your food and everything else. You got to get to Meadow Lane and everything else. You're talking, by the end of it, you're talking about another £150 you can spend going on an away day. When I go to an home match with my wife and my son and my other 2 kids, we spend about £150 anyway. Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that is a lot. I predict a 2-1 victory for Notts.
I've got a bit higher than that. I've gone for a Jetta hat-trick and a Dennis to come on and score 4-1 winners. I think we'll actually get a dodgy penalty this year, though.
I said 2-0 Notts. How are you doing, John, by the way? Good evening. Oh, God.
But you think about it, away travel. I can remember going to Darlington in, what year was that? 2008, 2009.
9, yeah.
God knows how much I spent that day when we went up there for that game. And going, well, you travel. You go to Wembley, like when we're in the playoff semi-finals. You know what I mean? Well, playoff final. We went to Wembley against Chesterfield. I think bus tickets cost us over £100. Then we got the underground passes. That was another £30. And then, like, how expensive Wembley is as well. Like, nothing's cheap in Wembley.
No, so you got... weren't there like train strikes on that day as well?
Yeah, train strikes.
There was a lot of teams going to London on that day, if I remember. I think Forest were going down there, and some other teams were going down there.
But yeah, it's one of them. Right, is there anything else you got to say anyway before we go?
Come on, you pies.
And we should be back with a Saturday run, 7 p.m, talking about the Notts and Crewe game on Saturday evening. Hopefully Harry will be back on time. If not, we'll start with you. You can join when you get back. Or
wow.
I'm only joking.
No.
But yeah, we shall see you all then on Saturday.
Yeah.